Folks, we are back. The Breakdown Boys, Wade Sensei. And yes, we're in a different environment today. We're in the man's hometown. Talk to the people.
A-Sound. Hey, bro, we are out here
doing our thing. Now, today's video, we do our breakdowns normally behind the computer screen. You don't get to see the long legs of the law over here and the hands of steel. But we're going to do that for you today because we are breaking down all of the Kingpin fights, starting with the one that people want to see, Austin versus Gibbs. Sensei.
Yes.
Let's go through it. So, we have a rematch on our hands. And you know just as good as I do, rematches are tricky.
Very tricky.
So, in this rematch, Austin, we want to go over how not to get locked up. Lethal with the hands. My man's leaving. We want to go over what Austin needs to do differently. I'm going to be Gibb, you be Austin, because that's the big key. That's the big question. What does everybody want to know? What, by the way, second camera, what does Austin do differently? So let's do this. Matter of fact, you're Southpaw, I'm Gibb.
We hopping over? We switch spots?
Yeah, we can switch up.
Ooh.
So, Austin comes in, he's Southpaw.
Yes.
We know Gibb loves to work off his jab high guard, right?
Yeah,
bang,
high guard,
bang.
everything super tight.
Right.
And Austin, athlete, basketball player.
Yep.
He's only had 2 fights, but what we've seen, right, is likes to stay on the outside. He wants to blitz.
Yeah.
I kind of like his style. You know, I'm a little biased because I'm a karate guy. So he's looking for the opportunity to land a punch off that first, second strike. So he's standing outside, that high hand jab. But he doesn't want to stay right here.
Right.
So he's looking for his opportunity. He had success early.
Did.
Right. When he caught, I believe it was a backhand.
It was here. It was
backhand hook.
Bang.
Yep.
Bang,
Bang, bang.
That's
Right.
what it
So
was.
he came in fast, explosive.
Right.
And Gibb got caught flat-footed.
Exactly.
Right. So he came in flat-footed. Bang, 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 bang. Whatever the combination was, boom. So he has to be able to do that, right? But not get caught in the way in.
Okay.
Because he caught him.
Yeah.
But then that confidence was there. So now he's like, okay, I'm gonna do it again. But Gibb,
He came
was
in.
ready. So now he's coming in with something. Head up, boom.
Yeah.
Overhands coming in. Gibb's starting to counter. He's starting to figure out the timing,
Yep.
right? And land those power shots.
Another thing Austin did, I'll be Austin, you be Gibb for a second.
Yep.
Another thing that Austin was really, that he wasn't even tentative with, but he didn't really use that lead hand like we saw him use it in the Bryce fight. He went to it once here, but it was all overshot left hands. He was here, boom,
Overshot
and now we're
big
here,
left.
and he was here, but Gibb is already over the top of that.
Bang,
Boom, right? So
bang.
it's
Big
not
push.
something where Austin isn't dangerous. We know he is. But that overthrown left hand time after time
Yes.
is going to get him caught. So how does he, what do we shorten up there? How do we fix some of that?
You got to draw, okay?
Okay.
You're explosive. So if you're explosive, you know, you may have the quickness advantage.
Yeah.
You got to counter.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I decide I'm going first and I'm just kind of out here, I'm going to bite down on my mouthpiece
Right.
and I'm going blind, which means you haven't given me a reaction yet. I'm just, you know what? All right, we'll kind of still here. And I just got to go. Boom. I can get countered.
Yep.
That's playing into Gibb's hand.
Yep.
So you got to feint, get Gibb to throw first so you can draw and find those opportunities. Use that explosiveness to get out because you're most vulnerable when your arms are extended, when you're throwing.
Yeah.
Because that's what Gibb did to him,
Yeah.
right? When Austin was throwing and using his explosiveness,
Yeah.
exposing his head at times, right? Those shots are able to fit in. So he's got to be patient.
Yep.
Use that explosiveness to his advantage with feints to draw Gibb out. Because if Gibb is extended, and now Austin can slide out and back in instead of just trying to go first and exit out of there.
And backhand lead. We need, like you said, the feints were a key. Again, in the Bryce fight, he was feinting that.
Big
and he
time.
was there, but that kind of went away because I think, like you said, he got so successful so early.
He landed that shot, that emotion.
Right.
Boom, and the emotion is going to play a big part, right?
Another one,
You land, you get knocked down, that emotion's there. Oh, I'm going to get you. Gibb gets him back. Now,
over and over
right?
and over.
But that same pressure, there's a lot of pressure, but it's not there because he was fighting in his promotion.
Yeah.
Right? It's his event.
Agree, yeah.
Right? And then he hasn't experienced that knockdown before, right? In that fight, but now he's experienced that. He knows what it's like to get hurt in a fight, to not be able to get back up.
I'd say the pressure shifted. This
Yes.
is now Gibb's fight to win. And if Gibb
Correct.
doesn't win it, there is no pressure on Austin. He's not in his event. He lost the first one.
Right.
He had the COVID or, he had the infection, whatever it was.
Yep.
It didn't look great. So this time Austin's coming in. He said this in every promo I've seen. He didn't get that real me. He didn't get what really I am. And it's funny because Austin keeps saying, I'm glad it went that way. Because now he thinks that's what I am. So we got to see a different Austin. I think the keys, Sensei's already laid them out. Shorten up the long shots, right? Don't always have to go first.
Correct.
Set up the feints. And also, don't always think it has to be the kill shot.
Correct.
Right? Make sure that it's also a little bit of setup, not just the feint, but the setup shots.
Correct.
This left hand can be a setup for that big right hand,
Mm-hmm.
and we know Austin is a right-handed guy naturally, right? We saw him hoop at the D1 level. Sensei, I don't think you can handle him on the court, brother.
All right,
I'm just saying.
That's awesome. You got
Just
next.
saying.
Check up.
Now let's say really quick,
All right.
Gib won the first one.
Yep.
So ideally, you should win the second one. What does Gib have to do to win this one? Either the same way, better, just come out with a victory again. What does he have to do?
Switch spots. Okay. Rematch. It's tricky.
Yep.
There's a lot of emotion in this one.
Yep.
Okay, so you want to use that to your advantage. Okay. Just like I said, Austin has to draw and use that feints. Gib has to do the same thing.
Right.
He wants to hard feints, get Austin to try to use that emotion because you know Austin wants to get that redemption.
Yeah, wants that get back.
And he's an explosive guy. He's going to want to throw those power punches.
Thanks.
So if Gib can set those traps, right? And we've seen that different. Gib has been known as a guy. See, we've known him as a guy who just comes forward, tries to bully forward, move his head, and throw in that jab. Boom, right? A lot of active, a lot of head movement, and just trying to land combinations. Boom, in the back foot. Super active, right? Volume. But we saw it with the Taylor Holder fight, and with the Gib fight, with the Austin fight, that he's starting to set traps.
Yeah.
Right? He's starting to play the game.
Especially with Austin, he loves that lead hand out here.
Yeah.
And now Gib's peppering it, throwing it away. And then
And
Austin thinks that's time to go, and just making him go, Gib over the top of that.
So I mean, Gib was able to time it where he got hit.
Yeah.
And boom.
And turn with that. Yep.
The bigger shot.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like Gib, he's been considered a guy who just comes forward and, has a bully forward.
Yeah.
But that's not who he's been in the last two fights. And he's got to make sure that he doesn't get suckered into a dogfight, right? Because he got caught in the last one, just, sitting there with that high guard and not sliding in and out, right? He can't get caught doing this, right, and get ran over.
Right.
So if Gib is cool, calm, and collective, doesn't try to headhunt, he's coming off of a knockout. Does he go out there just thinking, I'm the man, I'm going to knock him out again?
Yeah.
That's where he's got to make sure that he's got to be cool-headed. Gib has to make sure he doesn't make those mistakes.
Yeah.
As a guy who's won and thinks that he's supposed to win the rematch because of what he's done before, right? That fight's gone.
It's over.
It's over.
Brand new fight.
It's different. And that's what you talk about, the pressure has shifted. Gib has to make sure that he goes out there, fights smart, forgets the last fight, doesn't headhunt, and allows his technique, his composure, the things he's working on, take over.
You heard it there, man. Gib, stick with the technique. Don't lose your head. And also, do the things that got you to the dance, right? Keep peppering out that jab from Austin and also counter over the top of it. Austin, it's time for redemption. That's our first breakdown. Gib, Austin, who wins? You don't have those answers, but let's find out.
I can't take no